Have you ever felt like every sweet sip is a step in the wrong direction? If you're diabetic, you've probably heard the warnings over and over. Avoid anything that tastes sweet. But what if that advice was only half the story? Today, something unexpected is turning everything doctors thought they knew upside down. It turns out that two naturally sweet teas, yes, teas with real sweetness, are showing incredible results in controlling blood sugar. They're not artificial, they're not dangerous, and they're definitely not what you were told to stay away from. New research here in the United States proves that the right kind of natural sweetness from these teas can actually help stabilize glucose levels and even reduce insulin resistance. Even doctors who used to tell their patients to avoid anything sweet are now confidently recommending these teas. They taste amazing, they're easy to find, and they can fit perfectly into your daily routine because they're super affordable at the grocery store. Before I show you exactly which teas these are, just tap the like button so more people living with diabetes can find this video, because around here no one walks this journey alone. Have you ever sipped a warm cup of peppermint tea on a quiet afternoon? Just the smell of it can bring back memories of peaceful evenings and cozy kitchens. But peppermint tea isn't just about comfort. It might also be one of the best kept secrets for folks with diabetes, especially if you're over 60 and dealing with those nagging little aches that seem to show up more often. One thing I love about peppermint tea is how fast it works when your stomach feels off. A lot of older folks deal with bloating, gas, or slow digestion, and that's where peppermint tea shines. It helps relax your belly and keeps things moving, especially after heavier meals. No fancy pills, just a simple, soothing cup. Now, if you've been feeling some pressure in your lower back, or even that dull pain in your joints, especially after walking or doing chores, here's something interesting. Many seniors say that peppermint tea helps ease muscle tension and mild joint discomfort. It doesn't cure arthritis, of course, but it makes those long afternoons a little easier. Another bonus, peppermint tea is naturally sweet, not in the sugary way, but in that fresh, minty kind of sweetness that makes you feel refreshed without spiking your blood sugar. It's caffeine-free too, so you can enjoy it anytime, even right before bed without worrying about being up all night. Let me ask you something. Have you been waking up with headaches or pressure around your temples? A warm cup of peppermint tea in the morning can actually help ease those mild headaches. It relaxes the muscles around your head and neck and gives you a gentle lift without the need for painkillers. Here's a little tip. Boil a pot of water, drop in a peppermint tea bag or a few fresh mint leaves. Let it steep for about 10 minutes, then sit by the window and enjoy it slowly. Just you and your cup. No phone, no TV. Let the steam hit your face. It's more healing than people think. A lot of seniors also notice that peppermint tea helps with mental clarity. You know those foggy mornings when you feel like your brain's still asleep? This tea has a way of waking you up gently. It won't make you jittery like coffee. It's more like wiping the fog off your glasses. What I appreciate most is that peppermint tea is easy to find. You don't have to visit a fancy health store or spend a lot of money. Any grocery store will have a decent brand, and some even sell organic versions that taste super fresh. Just look in the tea aisle next time you're out. Now let's talk about cravings. Sugar cravings, especially at night, can be a real struggle, but sipping peppermint tea after dinner can actually help curb that desire for sweets. It tricks your brain into feeling satisfied without reaching for cookies or ice cream. Some folks like to enjoy it cold too. Brew a big pot in the morning, let it cool, and keep it in the fridge. Add a few lemon slices, and you've got a refreshing iced tea that's perfect for warm afternoons. No sugar needed, and it still feels like a treat. If your legs or feet swell up during the day, peppermint tea might help a little there too. Its natural anti-inflammatory effect can ease that puffy feeling, especially if you've been on your feet for a while. A warm cup and a little footrest. Now that's a healing combo. It's also great if you've got sinus pressure or a stuffy nose. The aroma alone helps open up your airways. You don't even have to drink it. Just breathing in the steam can give you some relief. It's a simple home remedy that's been used for generations. Feeling a bit anxious lately? You're not alone. Many older adults deal with stress, even if they don't talk about it. Peppermint tea has a calming effect that feels like a warm hug. It won't fix everything, but it sure helps you breathe a little easier. Another thing, have you ever had a cup of tea and felt your whole body just let go of tension? That's what peppermint tea can do after a long day. It's like taking your shoes off and putting your feet up. That little moment of peace is worth everything. One of the best times to drink peppermint tea is right after lunch. It helps with digestion, especially if you've had something heavier like pasta or meat. It keeps that sleepy feeling away and makes it easier to get through the rest of the day. Want to make it a little more special? Try adding a cinnamon stick to your peppermint tea. It gives it a cozy twist and adds another layer of health benefits, especially for blood sugar. Just drop the stick into your mug while it steeps, and enjoy the scent. You can also mix peppermint tea with green tea in the mornings for a gentle pick-me-up. It adds flavor without bitterness and helps wake up your system without stressing your heart. It's perfect for those slower, softer starts to the day. If you're someone who enjoys gardening, why not grow your own mint? It's super easy to grow in a pot, even on a windowsill. Just water it regularly and pick a few leaves whenever you want to make fresh tea. Plus, the smell is wonderful. Some older folks I know like to carry peppermint tea bags in their purse or glove box. That way, if they're out at a friend's house or traveling, they always have a comforting option on hand. Just ask for hot water and you're set. And if you ever have indigestion at night, that tight burning feeling after dinner, peppermint tea can really help. Sip it slowly while sitting up in bed and let it calm your system. It's like a gentle bedtime story for your stomach. Now, if you're watching your weight, peppermint tea can be a helpful ally. It has no calories, no sugar, and it helps with digestion, which can make you feel lighter and more comfortable throughout the day. Just one more reason to make it a habit. Even if you only have 1 cup a day, the habit itself becomes part of your healing. It's not just about the tea, it's about the moment you give yourself. That little break, that little breath, that matters more than people realize. Some people like to make a peppermint tea foot soak. Boil the tea, let it cool a bit, pour it into a basin, and soak your feet while watching the evening news. It's good for circulation and feels amazing after a long day of walking or standing. Peppermint also pairs really well with honey, but if you're diabetic, go easy. Just a tiny drop, or none at all, can still taste lovely. Let the mint shine. You'll find you don't even miss the extra sweetness after a while. Many seniors I speak with say that once they started adding peppermint tea into their day, their digestion improved, their cravings dropped, and they just felt calmer overall. It becomes a part of your routine, like brushing your teeth, something you don't want to skip. So if you've been feeling a little off or just looking for something simple to support your health, peppermint tea might be just what you need. It's not magic, but it is gentle, reliable, and time-tested. And sometimes that's even better. Now, before we move on to the next tea, take a moment and tell me in the comments, have you ever tried peppermint tea before? Type the word peppermint so I know you're with me on this journey. I read every comment, and I'd love to hear your story. Let me tell you a little secret that more people need to know. Fennel tea is like a warm hug for your insides. It may not be the most famous tea out there, but it's one of the most comforting, especially for those of us over 60 who deal with things like bloating, cramps, or slow digestion. Just 1 cup can make a big difference in how your belly feels after a meal. You know those uncomfortable evenings when your stomach feels tight and full? Fennel tea helps ease that feeling. It's been used for generations as a gentle digestive aid. It's the kind of tea your grandmother probably trusted. Not fancy, not trendy, just simple and soothing. And sometimes that's exactly what we need. One of the most common things I hear from seniors is that fennel tea helps with gas and that bubbling feeling in the gut. You eat a little too much, or something doesn't sit right, and fennel comes in to calm the storm. It's like a gentle friend telling your body to relax and let go. It also helps with those sharp little stomach pains that sneak in from time to time. Not serious ones, just those annoying jabs that come after dinner or when you're feeling stressed. Fennel tea has a way of softening those moments, letting you breathe deeper and sit more comfortably. Another thing I love about fennel tea is the taste. It's naturally sweet, like licorice, but milder. You don't need to add sugar, and that's great news for anyone managing diabetes. It satisfies that need for something sweet without messing with your blood sugar. Isn't that a rare treat? If you struggle with constipation, and let's be honest, many older folks do, fennel tea can gently get things moving again. It won't hit you suddenly like a laxative. Instead, it supports regularity in a quiet, natural way. A cup in the evening can work wonders by morning. Fennel tea is also a great companion if you deal with IBS or sensitive digestion. It doesn't irritate the stomach. In fact, many people say it helps calm those little gut flares when everything else seems to make things worse, and that alone can be a huge relief. Have you ever felt a tightness around your chest after eating? Sometimes it's just trapped gas or pressure. A warm cup of fennel tea after a meal can help ease that too. It settles things down and makes it easier to take full breaths again. For women especially, fennel tea is wonderful during those moments of hormonal changes. It helps ease mild cramps and even hot flashes for some. It brings warmth to the body, and that warmth is often just what we need when we're feeling off balance. Now, let's talk about sleep. If falling asleep has been difficult, especially after dinner or when your stomach feels uneasy, fennel tea might help you drift off faster. It doesn't sedate you, but it calms your system, making bedtime feel safer and more relaxing. Here's something you might want to try. After dinner, take a moment to boil some water, add fennel seeds or a tea bag, and just sit quietly while it steeps. The smell alone is comforting, kind of like a gentle breeze with a touch of sweetness. Then sip slowly and let the warmth carry you into your evening. Another surprising benefit? Fennel tea helps freshen your breath. Seriously, if you've had garlic, onions, or anything that leaves a strong aftertaste, fennel naturally cleans the palate. It's a tea and a breath mint in one. You can even make a stronger version of it and use it as a mouth rinse if you'd like. Just let it cool and swish it for 30 seconds. It's a natural solution that doesn't sting, and it's safe enough to use often. Perfect for older folks with sensitive gums. Fennel is also known to help reduce water retention. If your hands, feet, or ankles swell during the day, sipping fennel tea regularly can support your body in flushing out that extra fluid gently. It's not drastic, but the little things add up over time. Do you get that heavy, sluggish feeling after lunch, especially on days when the weather is warm and energy is low? Fennel tea helps fight that midday slump. It gives your body a gentle push without caffeine, just a light boost to get you going again. Here's a fun recipe. Boil 2 cups of water, add a teaspoon of fennel seeds, let it simmer for 10 minutes, then strain and sip. For a cooling version, let it chill in the fridge and add a slice of cucumber or a sprig of mint. It's refreshing and super good for digestion. If you're ever feeling a bit nauseous or uneasy after eating, fennel tea might be your go-to. Seniors who take medications often deal with nausea. Fennel can help settle the stomach without adding more pills into the mix. Some older adults also say fennel tea helps with their blood sugar control, especially when paired with healthy meals. It doesn't work like medicine, but when you drink it consistently, you may notice your numbers stay more stable throughout the day. It's not uncommon for people to feel less hungry between meals when they drink fennel tea. That gentle, sweet taste helps satisfy you longer, and that can lead to better choices at snack time. A win for blood sugar and weight balance too. And you don't have to buy anything expensive. A small bag of fennel seeds lasts a long time, and tea bags are affordable too. You can find them at Walmart, Target, or any local store. It's an easy wellness habit to keep, even on a budget. You know how our bodies become more sensitive over time. Fennel tea is kind to sensitive systems. No caffeine, no strange after effects. Just something warm and honest you can count on. That kind of reliability matters more than we admit. Another trick: if you're someone who wakes up with a dry mouth or morning breath, try sipping a little fennel tea first thing after brushing your teeth. It refreshes your mouth and gives your stomach a soft start to the day. And don't forget, you can grow fennel at home too. If you like gardening, plant a few seeds in a pot on the porch. It looks beautiful, and when it grows, you can pick your own seeds for tea. There's something special about that, using what you grew with your own hands. I've even met folks who use fennel tea to help with light coughing or throat tickles. It coats the throat and feels soothing, especially when you've been talking a lot or dealing with dry air. Add a tiny drop of lemon if you want to brighten the flavor. Some caregivers I know give fennel tea to their elderly parents every night after dinner. They say it helps them sleep better and feel more comfortable through the night. It becomes a part of the routine, and it's one more way to show care. So if you're looking for a tea that's gentle, sweet, and healing, fennel might just be your new favorite. It's one of those quiet heroes that's always been there. We just forgot to notice it. Until now, if you've never tried fennel tea, this might be the perfect week to start. Give it 3 days, 1 cup after lunch or dinner. Watch how your body feels. Lighter, calmer, less bloated? Then you'll know it's working. Now tell me in the comments, have you ever sipped fennel tea? Type the word fennel below so I know you're part of this healing journey with us. And if this video helped, share it with a friend or family member who could use some gentle support too. Another lovely way to enjoy fennel tea is with apple slices. Just brew your tea, add a few thin slices of apple while it's still hot, and let them infuse for a few minutes. It adds a soft, fruity flavor that's comforting and familiar. It also makes the tea feel like a gentle dessert, without the sugar. Perfect for cozy evenings or sharing with a friend after dinner. You can even use fennel tea as a gentle compress. If you ever feel tension in your stomach or mild menstrual cramps, soak a clean cloth in warm fennel tea and place it over your belly. Lay back, close your eyes, and just rest. The warmth and the scent together create a moment of peace, and for many older women, that's a powerful form of self-care. And here's one last idea before we move on. Combine fennel tea with chamomile before bed. 1 bag of each in a single mug. You get the digestion help from fennel and the sleep support from chamomile. It's like a lullaby in a cup. No sugar, no fuss, just old-fashioned wisdom in every sip. Now, if today's teas surprised you, wait until you see what I'm sharing next. I'm leaving a video right here on the screen that goes even deeper. It's all about the everyday foods most people are eating wrong when trying to manage diabetes. And trust me, some of them might be in your kitchen right now. We're talking about small choices that could either help your blood sugar or quietly work against you even if they look healthy. This next video breaks down what to eat, how to pair your meals, and when to enjoy them for the best results, especially if you're over 60. I'll also share the one mistake people make at breakfast that could be the reason their blood sugar is still spiking, even with low-sugar foods. It's something doctors rarely explain, but once you understand it, everything starts to click. And there's one tip in that video that could literally change how you build your plate from now on. It's simple, but powerful, and if you miss it, you might keep struggling without realizing why. So don't scroll away or save it for later. Click on that video now and take the next step with me. Your energy, your numbers, and even your sleep could improve just by applying what's inside that video. You've come this far, let's keep going together. The next few minutes could save you months of frustration. See you there.